Oh wait, no. Okay, I was on a bus. I was on a bus at Bible camp because they would take us. They would take, but not to there. Like we drove there in cars, but it was like just to get
Hmm.
up the hill because it was like the camp area where like events would, and then we would go up this long windy hill for miles, and then that's where we slept in like this
Mm,
cabin area. So they had this like
interesting.
ghetto broken down bus. Like it was like a
Of
refurbished.
course.
I think it literally looked like it was pulled from the junkyard. Like the seats, it all looked refurbished. Like there was like exposed like metal that was like if you bumped into it you would cut yourself. Like the seats were all like different.
Hmm.
Like every seat was like a different fabric. Like they just put it together with some whatever they had left. So
Oh
we're
God.
riding up this very steep hill, and maybe this is why I hate buses because this happened when I was like, I want to say, how old was I? I was probably in like the eighth grade or seventh grade, so it was like I don't know, maybe like 12 or something. We're going up the hill, and all of a sudden, the bus just shuts down. Like the bus is lit up inside. It's like I want to say 11 at night,
Hmm.
so it's pitch black. The bus shuts down. All the lights cut off, and the power of the bus just shuts off. The music shuts off, and we're going up a hill, and it starts
Hmm.
sliding backwards. Like this is a bus full of kids. It starts sliding
Oh
backwards,
God.
bro. We're going down, and and I'm looking back, and I'm like, if this keeps going, we're gonna fall off the hill. Like we're literally like this whole bus is gonna tumble
Hmm.
off the it's gonna go off the track and tumble off the hill. I'm sitting there. This like white girl is sitting next to me. She's squeezing my hand. Like she's just grabbing my hand and like squeezing it so tight. And I'm like, yo, like I got to get off this bus. Like, and I'm looking.
But God saved you.
Yeah, luckily it did turn on. But in like the
Yeah.
shuffle of it being all dark for that moment, I guess someone freaked out, and when the lights turned on, there was blood everywhere. Like when the bus caught power again, there was just blood everywhere because there was so much exposed metal that someone like leaned and like sliced their hand and wrist open on the on the metal part of the bus. So he's so
Oh,
like
oh
so it was a terrifying. I want to
no. Oh
say
my
this whole
God.
thing lasted maybe 5 minutes. Like we're going up the hill, zoom. Everyone's like screaming, and I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, man, I'm gonna die with the white girl squeezing my hand this way. Like, and then like the lights shoot back on. There's blood everywhere. This guy is just like clutching his wrist, screaming. It's like my hand. He's like, all right, guys, the bus is working. We're going back up the hill, and
Oh my God.
and for the rest of
That's wild.
that week, we didn't use the bus anymore. Like the counselors who like drove there would just take us in turns in their like cars up and down the hill. Like
Hmm.
they'd be like, all right, 5 people in this car. Like they just don't take us in turns in cars.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh my Lord.
Dude, it was a ghetto bus. That bus was like a. It looked like some like a bus that I feel like it was like a refurbished safari bus. Like, but I feel like they like repainted it. And like I was looking at it, like I bet there's like if I peeled off the paint, there's like lions and tigers painted on the side of this bus. Like.
That's funny.
But I just remember that
Oh
girl.
God.
I remember it was funny because that girl, she didn't like me. Like during that whole week, she was like, I don't. You know how like when you're that age and someone will randomly just decide to be mean to you, like you have no
Hmm.
interaction with them, but like they're like, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
mean to you. Like I'm like, okay, like I guess you're gonna be mean to me for the week. Like oh well. But
Hmm.
when she thought she was gonna die, she was like squeezing my hand, head in head in my shoulder.
That's such a rom-com moment. You should have fallen in love.
She was just squeezing it.
We met at Bible camp. She hated me at first, but then she thought she was gonna die, and we fell in love.
Oh yeah, no, after that we had like a bond. We were like, hey, remember we almost died?
Wow.
I don't remember who she is. I don't remember her name. But we had for that like the those last 3 or 4 days, we had like a bond.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful.
But man, that's why I don't like buses though.
Trying to think if I've ever had anything like that happen.
If it's near-death experiences, I could fill a podcast with almost dying.
You I know I'm still supposed to hate you. I know I'm still supposed to hate you. Tonight is tense and we miss your phone calls at 3 a.m.